With the camera either.
Okay, we're here with Don Fibich, KG Partners' new creative director, fresh up from Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome, Don.
Hello.
The weather here is cold and windy, and the snow is probably a couple of weeks away. Any thoughts on coming up here from Jacksonville?
It's perfect, at least for me. I am somebody who needs the season, so I couldn't be happier to be here. I know the trees don't have leaves anymore, but that's exactly what I was looking for, so I couldn't be happier to be here. And I'm looking forward to snow and spring and summer and all that stuff.
Well, seasons we have and seasons you shall get. Some of them might be a little short for your taste, but and some of them might be too long for your taste, but we've got them.
It's all
okay, good. Well, terrific. Glad to have you here. We're just going to answer a couple of questions. We're going to ask and answer a couple of questions. Don, what is a creative director? That's what your business card says. Tell me what that means.
Well, I think part of the answer to that is in the title. It's, creative director is almost self-defining. Obviously, we're dealing with making things. That's the creative part. And I think the creative director's role is to direct that process, to give it shape, to give it form, to provide tools to the people you work with so that they can be the best they can be. I mean, I guess I feel like the best people who I've worked with, the best creative directors I've worked with, and what I kind of aspire to is to help people to be better than they thought they could be. I think that's really the role. And since we're in the business of making ideas, that's the mission. It's about making ideas, and my role in that isn't to put my fingerprints all over it. My role in that is to steer it and shape it and guide it, to help people to see maybe the part of the idea that they have that's the bigger part, the better part, to help them to form it and craft it in a way that becomes something great and unexpected and that our peers will celebrate.
Well, in an agency that already does great, perfect work, how are you going to make things greater?
It's not going to be easy.
I know. Did that not come up in the interview?
It's going to be an uphill battle.
Okay. All right. Well, give some great examples of some brands you worked on where you played this role.
Well, I've had the chance. My background, as you know, Dave, is large agencies and a lot of big brands. I've been fortunate that way. So it's and I've been at agencies where there have been, interestingly, a lot of accounts, lots and lots of things to do all the time. Entrepreneurial places where, if you weren't busy on something, you got connected into something else. So, from recent history on back, Blockbuster was an important brand that I spent a lot of time on. A lot of the car brands, I spent a little time in Detroit, and so I worked on Jeep and Chrysler and Chevy and ran large portions of that business. And I've worked on, Coke and Anheuser and, pretty much any category all the way to, the General Dynamics and TRW and any category you can think of. I guess I've had the chance to work in. I've been really fortunate that way.
Great experience. So, okay, you're fresh here at KG Partners. You're our creative director. What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, first, I guess there's a simple answer to that. I was going to make it a long answer, and it may still get to be a long answer. We'll see. But the short thing is to make great work. I believe that in this business, the best way to solve most of the ills and most of the difficulties that we can face is by making great work, by focusing on that. So, great work keeps great people. It attracts great people. It keeps great clients. It attracts clients that want that kind of work. It's a simple answer. It's a complicated process to get there. And, of course, the definition for what great is also open to some subjectivity. But that's it in a nutshell. I'm here to make great work. Now, I intend to, help in any other way I can, and process and all those things that factor in to help the work to become great is how I hope I can help, and that's my role.
Great. You're a former firefighter?
I am. It's all true.
And a former SeaWorld trainer?
Well, I wasn't a trainer. in fact, I would be deeply disappointed if you'd said that and I still work at SeaWorld, because we had a kind of an attitude about this. So the trainers were the guys that didn't know about the animals. I was part of the animal care staff. I was part of the collections and transport team, the guys that kind of went out and collected the animals and then maintained the husbandry of the animals in the parks. So I'm one of the few people you'll ever meet that's had a baby walrus throw up on him.
Well, in our job search, we specifically stated must have firefighting and SeaWorld experience. So
You would think that would be hard to find.
I guess it's not.
But apparently there's more of that out there than you would have
Okay.
first thought.
All right. Well, Don, thank you very much. We'll catch you.
It was my pleasure.